You want your check? You want your check? I'm asking if you want your check. Now he's out here recording me, Chelsea.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this guy is a clown. Would you like your check? Here's your check. There's your check, buddy.
Hey, Rick, I'll send you the hours, bro. I'm going to send you the hours that I work so they can get paid.
Send me the hours.
All right?
You've been paid for all your hours on that check.
For the hours from last week, I didn't get paid like 4 hours because
You didn't get paid 4 hours
because
last week?
they were double time. Ask Chelsea. You have her on the phone. Ask Chelsea. Ask Chelsea. Ask Chelsea. I'll send you the hours so you can confirm the hours. Look, you have it on your text, and you make sure that I get paid the hours that I didn't get.
By law, you didn't turn in a time card, sir, as you well know.
That you provided to me?
Yeah, you were provided.
That you provided to me?
You were provided a time card every time you were down here.
When did you provide it to me?
Every time you were provided a time card when you were hired.
When did you provide it to me?
You were provided a time card.
When did you provide it to me?
Right in here where you turn your paperwork
When did you provide it to me?
You were given a time
When
card
did
when
he
you were
provide
hired.
it to me? When did he provide it to
I
me?
provided it to you personally, and the time cards are in here right next to where you turn your paperwork in.
Do you have footage that you provided to me?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have cameras in here.
Yeah.
So I'll go back and look at my cameras too as to what was said.
All I'm telling you is...
You need to get off my property at this point.
This is not my last check, bro.
Okay.
This is not my last check.
That's your reimbursement. Here's your other check.
Look.
This is your last check.
Look, that's what I'm telling you.
This is your last check. This is all the hours you were paid.
That's what I'm telling you. Look.
Okay.
Look.
Have a nice day.
The hours that I'm still missing on the other check, I'm gonna make sure that you have that. Because I'm telling you right now, there are hours missing. You know what I mean? You can make all the face you want, Chris. You know what I mean?
Have a nice day.
So am I gonna get paid or not? So am I gonna get paid for those hours or not?
You were paid.
I'm asking you. Am I gonna get paid for those hours or not?
You turn in a time card?
Rick.
Did you turn in a time
I'm
card?
asking you. I didn't get paid for the hours.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to leave, please. You're being very combative right now.
I will leave.
You're being very combative.
How am I combative if I'm outside of the fucking office? Because I'm asking you a question. Because I'm asking you a question.
I would like it for you to leave.
I'm asking you because I'm asking you a question.
I would like
because you're not willing to pay the double time.
You were paid double time. You were paid all the time that you were lawfully allowed. So if you can please leave.
Okay, look.
I have a GPS report on the truck.
Look.
Every hour, I have everything on camera. Every hour you work,
I understand. I'm not stupid.
Have a nice day.
I'm not stupid. I'll go ahead and forward.
Can my office staff leave here?
I'll forward.
Can my office staff leave? Can you back away from my door, please? Please back away from my door so my office staff can leave.
Make me. There's plenty of room.
Make you.
I'll send you a copy of my hours, and so they can get paid.
Back away from my door.
Do you understand? Do you understand? That's all I want. It's like 2 or 4 hours or 3 hours, whatever. That's all I want. Check the hours because you have them on the text. You have them on the text.
Back away from my door, sir.
Wish you all the best.
You need to back away from my door.
So are we clear on that? Are we clear on that? You're evading the question because you know what it is.
Police, please. 1767 North Batavia Avenue in the city of Orange. I have a ex-employee here being combative and standing in our doorway, and he's not willing to leave and remove himself from the property. No, he has not physically harmed anyone. His name is Henry. I don't even know. He only worked here a week and a half. What's his last name?
Sibrian.
Sibrian. He's wearing blue shirt and dark jeans, driving a black Challenger, Dodge Challenger. He's just upset. He's saying I owe more money, and he's just upset about whatever his issues are. But I'm asking him to remove himself from the property. We've given him his final check, and he's not removing himself from the property. He's not allowing me to close the door. He's telling me to move him. He's trying to instigate me to do something so he can have a lawsuit. I know how these guys are. So, Rick Schultz. Thank you very much.
It's too bad. Again, wish you all the best. You got your meal reimbursement, you got your last check, so I wish you all the best.
I would suggest you guys to check the hours that I'm missing. That's all I want.
Hey, I just called I got you on speaker. I just called the police on this guy. He's standing in our doorway. He's not allowing me to close the door. He's trying to egg me on. You heard him trying to instigate me to make me. The typical stuff. So I have the police on. Yeah, they're on their way. I got you on speakerphone. He's standing in the doorway, recording this whole thing. So,
Okay.
like I said, we have all our cameras running. They ran the whole time in here, so we have no problem.
Yeah. Just need all the hours anywhere. There's
Yep.
I'm not sure
It's,
what
it's,
yet.
I don't know what his issue is. He's clearly been paid all his hours, so. Like I said, GPS reports, we have everything. He didn't turn a time card in, anything, he wasn't provided one, which we've showed him exactly where he can get his time cards from the whole time he's been here, so.
This is where she put him.
That's because the door
Tell you,
is disappointing. Disappointing.
Gotta be real careful.
Yeah.
You see what you're doing, so good. I'd ask you to move out of my doorway.
Yeah, we're not being energy efficient.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're letting. Yeah.
They wouldn't return the yard key either, so. It's all right, we'll rekey everything. Keep an eye on them. So, yep. He refused to leave property to make sure they don't leave. Yep, I'll make sure they do that as well, yeah. Not a problem. Yep. Yep, unfortunately. Put it down all footage, save it all. It'll all save front, back, inside.
I'm also going to make note that you got all your personal items out of the truck.
Thank you. I appreciate
that.
that.
Camera too, Chris, so we'll make sure we'll save all those recordings. Yeah.
How you doing, sir? Well, today I got called. The whole week I haven't worked, and I mean, if you want, I can talk to you by yourself.
Okay.
So-
I asked him to leave the property. He refused to leave. He's standing in the doorway.
Do you see how he is right now?
Okay.
Look,
All right.
he's the owner of the company. He's the owner of the company, and
Okay.
this is the person that hired me, the manager.
Okay.
So my
Let's go over here real quick.
Okay.
Can you talk to him? I'll talk to you. Yeah. What's going on, brother?
well,
What's the deal?
today I got a call from.
You mind going in the shade?
Yeah, not at all, man.
All right, cool.
So today I got a call from the from Rick Schultz. He's the owner of the company.
Okay. You used
And
to work here?
yeah,
Or what's
so
going on with that?
so basically, Friday was my last day that I worked, and then the rain happened over the weekend.
Right.
Monday, on a daily basis, I had to continue check with them. What am I supposed
Like
to
to
do,
see
right?
if there's work and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
So they hired me like 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
I had some stuff on my truck, and Monday morning I called them, hey, Sunday night I called them, hey, so what's going to happen? Am I going to work tomorrow? Oh, no, tomorrow there's no work. Tuesday, same thing. Hey, what happened to the work? No work. Nobody contacted me. Yesterday, I realized that there's a posting on for the same position that I'm, I'm a classic driver. So I called Chris, the other person, the other manager.
The guy on the left?
Yeah, the guy on the left.
Okay.
So I said, hey, I noticed this post. You know what I mean? I said, what's going on? Are you guys looking for a new driver? What did I do? The second day of my work, somebody backed into me with a commercial truck. So nothing happened to the truck. You know what I mean?
So they hit you.
Somebody went under the truck and hit the bumper. It was like a very minor scratch. He was very outraged. He yelled at me, telling me, oh, insurance is going to go up and all that stuff. I was trying to take responsibility for everything. There was another employee for the company that he witnessed. The driver says that I backed in. I didn't back in because I was stuck on the truck. But what he did is he paid that driver, so the insurance wouldn't get involved. So today I came in because he called me like about an hour ago. He's telling me, hey, regarding the work, just come and pick up your last check. So all right. I didn't ask any questions. As an employer, it kind of makes me feel like weird, you know what I mean? That I'm like, all of a sudden, nobody's giving me answers when I've been asking what's going on and they've been telling me there's no work.
Just gotta give you the runaround.
Yeah, I mean, and I haven't worked for a whole week, you know what I mean? So I came in today and they give me this check. And the other gentleman, he wants me to sign a form stating that everything's already been taken care of. But you see, my background is in finance. My background is in numbers, you know what I mean? So I questioned and I said, look, first of all, I understand that you guys want me to sign this, but I'm not going to sign it because I need to check the hours. It does. If you see right there, it doesn't.
So essentially, you're just kind of in disagreement of.
I'm in disagreement on the hours, yeah. And as it is,
and the hours
and as it
work,
is,
all
the first paycheck that they provide to me, I provide all the hours, and I was sending the owner all that because he's the person that I've been dealing with. So initially, every day, because they didn't. First of all, nobody provided me with a timesheet. Nobody gave me like a time card. I don't have access to the app where I can clock in
What
and
do you
out.
just tell them
So
every
on a
day how
daily
many hours they
basis,
work?
at the end of the day, I will send them a message and I will tell them, look, I just finished my day. It's 6:45. I started at 5 in the morning, no lunch or whatever, And that was I would deal with it. I was working 12, 14-hour days. The other fact that I got called is because I turned in my time card, and he's basically has me running, because I have to be driving the roll-off truck, and I be running 6 loads a day, 5-6 loads a day. It's a lot of time, you know what I mean, to be in the truck. He didn't want me to be idle in the truck for more than 5 minutes. He didn't want me to stop and take a break. As a matter of fact, he suggested to me that if I'm gonna take a lunch, to do it while I was getting loaded, which is only like 15 minutes. By California law, I should be taking at least 30-minute break. You know what I mean?
So that's like
But
a kind of separate issue from like a police.
it was a separate.
matter.
It was a separate issue. So because of that reason, I was like, wait a minute. I said, look, I checked my hours for the last check, and it happens that the person doing the payroll is the other guy's daughter. You know what I mean? So they're a very tight family, obviously. So because I said, look, she Monday morning, she's like, hey. Even the way she would talk to me in messages, she would be like, you know what? You need to take a lunch. You know what the law is. And I said, yeah, I understand the law, but I'm here to work, and your guys are not letting me. The owner doesn't want me to take a 30-minute break. You know what I mean? Because he suggested for me to take my lunch in increments of 15 minutes each. So how am I going to do that? Who am I going to please? You know what I mean? I said, I'm here to work. I'm trying to please the owner, and he's telling me that I cannot take my 30-minute lunch. So he had me stay in San Diego for one night. They told me, oh, it's already being part of the, they give me like an employee packet. Everything's already taken care of right there. I read it. There's nothing there that talks about meal reimbursement or what the amount is. So it happens that I went over because I didn't know. Nobody got me. Nobody told me. And right now that I questioned, I was looking at the check and I said, hey, by the way, I turned in 2 or 3 meal reimbursements. Am I going to get paid for that? They went off on me. I have the recording. I was not recording a videotape. I was recording just like a voice recording. They went off on me.
So what did they say?
The guy, the owner, he's telling me, he wanted me to get out of the office, and I said, look, all I want you guys to do is fucking pay me. Okay, you're not giving me a reason why, why you guys are firing me? He's like, well, you were in probation and because of the accident, we're letting you go. I said, okay. I said, but all I'm telling you is, if I give you guys the hours that you guys haven't paid me, I need them to be paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I understand that I need to leave,
Yep.
but he's putting that on me, like telling me, because he was like, you need to shut the fuck up. And I'm like, why are you guys raising your voice at me? You know what I mean? We went from having an okay relationship for like 2 weeks. The other gentleman was, he was being respectful to me. And then all of a sudden, because I said, look, Chris told me that it was on the employee packet. I said, when did you give it to me? He slammed his hands on the desk and he fucking raised his voice at me. He's telling me, well, don't fucking put your name on your mouth, like saying like I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I understand what I need to do. You know what I mean? Legally, I have a right to, follow it through, if I want to in court.
Absolutely.
But the fact of the matter is that the reason why I was at the door is because they're telling me, we're not going to pay you shit. Like we already checked everything and everything's already been paid for, when I know for a fact that the hours have not been paid. That's all I was asking them. So if I was wrong, he made me a check for $25 for the meal reimbursement. He didn't want to pay me for that. But look, he made me another reimbursement for $47. So if I was wrong, why did he pay me?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So he ended up paying you.
He gave me just for the meal reimbursement. But what I'm saying is,
What's this thing?
this
Your
is
actual
a
paycheck?
check. I don't know how many hours they're paying right here. It doesn't say right there.
Do you know what your hourly
I have
rate
to
was?
check my hours. That's all I was saying.
All right.
And on the other document that they wanted me to sign, it doesn't specify the hour. So what I was saying, I said, look, I need to check the hours.
Yep.
Because if I'm gonna leave and I'm not gonna come back,
Yeah.
at least I want to make sure that I get paid my last cent. You know what I
So
mean?
do
It's
you
my
know-
right.
Do you know the hours you worked on your own?
I don't.
Okay.
So
you
that's
can
what I
check
told
out.
him. I need to check. And then he had the payroll person on the phone, telling her, I know what kind of people this is. Like this is a usual thing. It's a usual behavior. Look, man, I'm not here. You can check my background. You know what I mean? I have a commercial license. I'm not about to lose my commercial license over a fucking $200.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's not worth it for me. But the fact of the matter is, I need to say something.
Yeah.
Because right now they're letting me go with no basically excuse, or they already told me because it was because of the accident. Okay, I'm gonna take that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't my fault, but I gotta take it. But at the end of the day, I still gotta get paid for
Yeah,
it.
so-
If they don't want me to come back, I still gotta come back and ask for my money.
Okay, so the issue is now that you can't come back, they don't want you back, otherwise you will be trespassed.
Yeah.
And that you have to go to civil court to settle that.
Okay.
So there's no criminal aspect here, other than, do you have property of theirs, like a yard
I don't have any
key
property of theirs.
card?
No.
Did you give it back?
I have some keys. I don't have them with me.
You don't have them. with
That's
you?
why I told them. But if they don't want me to come back, how am I gonna return them?
All
So I
right.
guess they
I'll
need to come and get them for me.
I'll figure that out with them. And I'll
So
see
so
if
this
they'll
is what
let
I'll
you
do.
come.
So if you want to tell them, I'll exchange keys for money. You know what I mean? I'm gonna send them.
I
I'm-
can't tell them
Well,
that. That'd
well,
be an agreement
well.
that you
That's
guys
that's
have
what
to
is
come
gonna
to.
happen. That's the way I'm gonna be. I'm gonna send them a message of the hours that I work, and they need to give me an hours, because right here it doesn't say any hours. Do you see any hours? I mean, I'm just trying to make sure that I get paid for it. You know what I mean? It's just an amount.
Yeah,
It
but
just looks like a
we're
check.
in the dark too of like how much you get. We don't
That's-
know how
that-
much you get paid.
And
we don't know
that's
how
what
many
that's what I'm
hours,
saying.
so
But they're not
it's
providing.
hard for us to
Exactly.
even determine
I
anything,
understand.
just like you.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to leave right now. This is not a big deal. You know what I mean? But my thing is, like, what I want him to know is that I'm going to go ahead and compare my hours compared to what I got paid. And if there's money missing, I will send them an email.
Yeah.
And if there's money missing on the other check, I will send them an email. And I'm going to expect it to get paid if they want their keys or they want whatever possessions I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you think it's fair? Because I don't want to
That's the
leave.
adult way to do it, bro. Is hey, document, send email,
Exactly,
so you
exactly.
have some sort of proof.
That's the
And
reason-
if they don't want to pay you, you have documentation.
Exactly.
Of, hey, I'm short this amount of money, or this is what I think I'm owed. And if they,
You know what,
if they don't want to, then you just take it a step further and go to court.
You want to know what I
Small
really
claims
wanted to
court,
do?
that's what
And
you
that's the
gotta do.
reason why I'm here. When he called me and he didn't even want to give me a reason why, I said, you know what, it is what it is. Like I told you, I'm not going to lose my license for $200. It's not worth it on my record, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, what I really wanted to do is shake his hand and say, you know what, I'm sorry for making a mistake and thank you for the job, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he went really outraged and he started calling me things that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's, he really crossed the line too.
unprofessional.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him an email. I'm going to do what I need to do. I understand how legally I can take this, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to let him abuse me this way, you know what I mean? Or
Just do the small steps first, and if you get no results that way, obviously you know what you guys.
and
do,
I'm
but
glad
the
you guys
small
are here because that's going to just back me up of what really happened, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, everything's recorded too.
okay,
So
thank you so
if
much.
you wanted to, proof or whatever, We document every call that we go
All
to,
right.
so there's documentation. That
Do you
we
guys
can
have a
hire.
car or where I can
We don't
probably
have
get
a-
out a report if I need to? Because I know it's
You have a phone
without.
number.
Yeah, I'll give you a phone number.
It's not like a police report.
Yeah,
Obviously,
okay.
there's nothing criminal.
Yeah.
But,
But you guys
any
record it,
call
so I'm
we go
assuming
to-
you guys keep it, right?
So our recordings get attached to every call we go to. So this call number that my partner's going to give you,
Perfect.
it's not a police report, but our cameras and everything is
So something just to back it up.
attached to this
Okay.
call itself.
Phone number.
Yeah.
So it's basically just today's date with
I mean,
some
you know,
numbers.
it's
but
very, you know,
it's better than nothing.
it's very, it's very, it's crazy, man. You know, I was just here to pick up my check. You know, it sucks, man, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but we appreciate you
quit?
being.
No, they just,
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, what I was telling him is that the only problem is that when I got hired, the second day that I got hired, somebody backed into me and it hit a commercial truck. They put it on me and it wasn't my fault. And I told him, look, you guys want to file a police report so I can get the points on my license. He decided not to go that route because he wanted just to pay off the customer instead of the insurance going up. That was not my fault. You know what I mean? So I worked 2 weeks hard. I worked like 14-hour days.
Yeah.
And before the tornado, warning they were giving out,
Yeah.
Monday morning, Sunday night, I asked him through email because I was messaging every day. Hey, what time do you want me to start tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sunday night, I sent him a message and I said, hey, what time I started tomorrow? He's like, everything's flooded, no work. I said, all right. Tuesday came in. I reported again like around 4 or 5 o'clock. Hey, what time do you want me to start? There's no work. And then he kept like that till yesterday. And yesterday I called the other person, the other gentleman, which is the person that hired me.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, well, the superintendent hasn't allowed us to go back to work.
Oh, that's strange.
And today I got a call from the owner telling me, hey, in regards to the job, we have your final check. He didn't give me a reason.
Was it like a contract pay, or did they actually hire you and like?
They hired me.
Was it like a contract work? Like,
No. They hired me. It was a hire.
Official employee.
It was exactly. They made me sign contract. I was supposed to have insurance. They never provided me anything.
dang.
So the other thing that they were upset is because I was questioning. I said, look, when they hired me, the owner, he just gave me the keys. He parked the truck right here. He's like, go to work. By law, California law, for me that I have a commercial license, I have to spend at least 30 minutes to do a pre-trip and post-trip on the truck because it's a commercial vehicle. And he wanted me to be gone.
Get the business done.
You know what I mean? Because I understand.
I get it.
And for me, it was kind of a weird situation.
Yeah, but you want to work. I get it. Like.
But so I left, and then he didn't give me any instructions. He didn't give me anything. Like they didn't give me any time cards. So the person that was doing the payroll, she had left under the floor mat, a packet with a bunch of time cards. You know what I mean? And the whole week that I worked, I was giving it to him. I was, hey, Monday I work from 5 in the morning to 7 p.m. Tuesday from 5 in the morning to 4 p.m. And the whole week was like that. The following week was the same thing. The only thing I wasn't doing, I wasn't taking lunch, like I explained to him.
I heard you tell that. Yeah.
Because
breaks and stuff.
he didn't want me to, like he really was pushing me to, run. So I got to the point where I was like, fuck, man, even his son worked with them and he worked with me. And I said, look, man, as his son is a Christian, I said, Christian, look, I don't want to get anybody mad, bro, but what am I supposed to do? You know what I
Take
mean?
at least half an hour.
Yeah, and he was like, well, I was not even taking my regular 15-minute breaks. I was fucking working. And like on Wednesday, I noticed that he called me, the owner called me, and he's like, hey, I noticed that you keep the truck idling for too long.
Okay.
I'm like, bro, I'm on the
that.
construction. It's like 110. I need the AC.
How would
The
you
truck,
know- how would he know?
because the truck has
Just the gas,
GPS. The truck
They
has
know when it's on and when it's
GPS.
off.
So and I was like, I get it, you know what I mean? But it's not like I was just chilling with my feet crossed on top of the steering wheel, you know what I mean? I said, all right, you want me to turn it off? So moving forward, I started turning the truck off. And then I realized, shit, man, I'm not taking my 15-minute breaks. Even my wife was mad at me because I wasn't eating. There was days that I would be lightheaded.
So what are those? Is that like a Calosha?
We have it's like I think depending on 12-hour shifts, I think you're allowed like 3 10-minute breaks or something.
It's
Or
2
like
minutes.
15
Oh yeah, I don't know.
30-minute or
Yeah,
however you want
yeah.
to do it.
Or- and
Which
then you get,
obviously
like,
you're
2 or
entitled to
3
an hour
15-minute
lunch.
breaks.
Monday, he's the other guy's daughter is the one that does the payroll. Obviously, she noticed on my, because I submitted a time card this time, and I put right there on 3 days, no lunch.
Yeah.
So Monday, I received a message from her, hey, you need to take a lunch.
But I was told otherwise.
And I was like, and she's like, do you not know the law? And I copy and paste something that I grabbed from Google, and I said, I know California law that I need to take 30-minute breaks uninterrupted and my 2 15-minute breaks, which I'm not doing. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the reason why this.
There's some miscommunication from the top to payroll
It's.
down to the workers.
I
right?
mean, I'm gonna tell the truth, man. He's going through a lot of stuff because it's a small company, but they're busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like he takes this into a situation where it's a lot of what you call it. It's a lot for him to handle personally. You know what I mean? Because he wants to touch everything. But like myself, man, I was just trying to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the day you want a job, I get it.
I want a job. So right now when he was, so right now when he was, so right now when he wanted me to leave, I said, look, all I'm asking you is because, I mean, look, and I'm not even joking. I mean, you can see the check. It doesn't specify the hours.
Yeah.
It doesn't say how many.
Just a lump sum for
Exactly. So that was my question. I said, look, so why am I gonna sign this document where you guys are saying that you guys are done with me, and I'm not allowed to question how many hours are you guys paying me?
Yeah.
To top it off, on the previous check that you guys paid me, I'm still missing like 2 hours or 2 or 3 hours, I think, which it was double time. And I didn't get paid for that. So you know what I mean? I was like, why you guys want me to not say anything about it? If I leave right now, it's my words against them. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, okay, you want me to step out? I step out. But I was right there inside the office, and the office manager, she was writing out the check, and he's like, you need to get the fuck out of my way. I have it recorded, you know? And I said, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I know he has cameras inside the office, and I was recording. I said, what are you gonna do? You know? I mean, I get it. You're mad of what I'm telling you, and I'm confronting you.
You're mad too, yeah, or upset.
I said, but look, at the end of the day, all I want is for this issue to get handled. You know what I mean? If I don't tell them anything, it's like me saying, okay, they don't owe me anything. You feel me? And it's like, it is my right to say something. You know, and then he was like, well, you know, he was talking to another person on the phone, and he was like, you know, like, this is how these fucking people are. You know, this is how these people are. And I'm like, I'm right here, bro.
Was there something?
I don't have a criminal record.
No, you're
you know what I mean?
You're working, man. I get you. You just want to work and make money and go home to your
Yeah.
wife and take care of her. Was there something about some keys that you had? Is that what
I have some keys.
Are you willing to give them back at any point today?
That's what I was gonna tell you.
Okay.
That's what I was telling him.
Yeah.
I have some keys for the gate, and I have a credit card, but I'm not gonna give it to them if they don't pay me my money.
And so,
If they want to go, you know, to court, and we'll handle immediate.
what I would hate is them to go the route of you were fired, basically. Their word against yours. I'm not saying you were fired, and he stole a credit card. And I would hate for that to happen to you.
But I'm telling you guys right now, I didn't.
And I know you didn't, but if they're going to think that and they're going to want to report that maybe tomorrow, I'm not saying they're going to. I just don't want you to get put in a further bind with the company you're trying to cut ties with.
That's why it's important for me that that's why when they told me they were gonna call the police, I was okay with it because both of them were getting irate of the fact of the question I was asking, and if they're putting things on my mind, you know what I mean? Like if they're saying things about me in front of me, then what are they gonna say when I'm not around?
Yeah, so if you don't want to give it back, that's up to you. I'm just saying based on all three of us, our experience, it's better just to. I'm saying you have to and cut ties.
To be honest. I don't need the keys, man. Okay. I don't care for the keys. You know what I mean? I'm okay with them picking up the keys if they want to, but I'm also requesting for them to pay me what's owed to me and explain to me what these hours are. And if they're not willing to do that, then that means that I need to go ahead and take it a different route. You know what I mean?
That's I just wanted to ask just to make it not a down the future headache for you.
I told that other person, which is my manager in a way. I told him, look, I don't have the keys because when the owner called me, I was around this area. Yeah. I said, and he only gave me an hour. I live in Brea, so if I go against traffic on the canyon, I'm not gonna make it. I said, look, I'll be there, I'll pick up the check, but when I came back, I thought I had my backpack in my trunk. I don't have it. And I said, look, man, I don't have the keys. It's only 2 keys for the gate. They have the truck keys. He didn't even want to give it to me so I can open the door to get my stuff out. I said, I'll bring them to you tomorrow morning. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. You know, they don't want me working and they already move on. I got to take it like a man.
If you want to call us when you bring them back, if you come back.
Well, they say that they don't want me to come back. So I'm not willing to come back, man. I'm not going to take that route. You know what I mean?
Hey, I need police because I'm dropping off some property from my former employer. Okay. I don't want any problems.
I just don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, man.
I just don't feel like now I don't want to because if they're willing to call the police out of me questioning how much money they owe me, I just don't want to deal with this. You know, that's the bottom line.
My partners will tell you the rest now.
Here's your call number that we talked about earlier.
Okay.
I mean, everything's documented, recorded. So if you're gonna go to court and all that, this gets saved and all that for.
Were you able to tell them, or are they okay with me doing anything, or do they want me to send them anything, or?
Well, so they said in the end they just want you to leave. They're not looking to give you crap about the keys and the car in the end. They would prefer to have it back, so if you can mail it, or if you're gonna come back here
I'm
at
not gonna
some
do it.
point.
I'm not gonna go to my way.
Okay, they said they weren't
So
worried
just
about
so
it.
you guys know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check my hours tonight, because even right now they still haven't given me the what I requested from them, which is explanation of how many hours. So I guess I'm gonna assume what they're paying me,
Yep.
but I'm gonna send them an email. I'm gonna hope that they handle their part and reply to me. And also I'm gonna add on that email a portion where it states how many hours they owe me for the previous check. If I don't hear from them, then I'll take it. Yeah, exactly.
Man, you're
Yeah.
entitled to your money, and we're just glad you seem like, obviously you're an adult. They're adult. We just don't want anybody to do anything they're going to regret. That's my.
I'm gonna lose more if I put my
Way
license
more.
on the line,
Way
you
more.
know, and that's why I'm like, you know what, whatever. It is what it is, you know. Like I'm not.
I think they're.
You see what he's doing?
I think they're waving in their truck over there, actually. Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I'll go ahead and handle it that way, man. I
taking off
appreciate
right
it.
now?
I'm taking off right now, man.
All right, last name is car passes.
Yeah, my name's man.
We're just gonna hang out till you leave.
Sibrian, Sibrian.
Sibrian.
Yep,
Your date of birth.
22780.
Okay. All right. So like I said, on that call number, it's going to be documented everything that happened here today.
And your name is? I'm sorry.
Officer Wolf. It's
Officer
written on a
Wolf.
piece of paper
Okay.
right there.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah,
You
no
know,
worries.
sorry for.
We're just gonna. No, you don't have to apologize. My partner and I go to Visa calls this all the time. That's what we do. We're just gonna hang out till you leave, just to avoid any like.
I'll
travelers, conflict. We know
I'll
you,
leave right
don't
now.
Worry about them.
Yeah.
So.
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks, brother.
You guys have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
Take it easy, bro.